will start doing the practical, as we are still waiting for some of the participant to join. But anyways, we will start the session now, and once the people came, we will keep them joining as well on the same. So let me share you my screen for my Tally. So we will start from here. I'll start from beginning. I have created one demo company in my Tally. So I will show you my settings, what I have done so far. If I go to company information from here and alter company. So this is my company information I have set up. My company name is Tally Trading Company LLC. Country is UAE, Emirates Dubai. My telephone number, my mobile number, email ID, my currency, the financial year periods, the security control, and my TN number. As so far I mentioned, this much detail is mentioned in my Tally. So I will save all this and we will start the session. So now I just come to my gateway of Tally. First of all, we have a couple of customer uh, available in UAE who are requesting all the time that they are facing couple of issues when they're going to make accounting transactions, when they're going to have like inventory transaction, especially like trading business. And they are requesting sometime that they are not able to generate the invoice as per their need, because maybe they don't know the workflows, maybe they don't know the accounting workflows, maybe they don't know the inventory workflows. Okay, so today we will discuss like line by line how the things should gonna work in Tally. Okay, so I would like to suggest you, if you go to like any trading business, we are starting from like quotations. If it's like sales side, we are starting for sales quotations. And if it's a purchase side, we can use the purchase quotations also. But in the local market, we know that people are not going for purchase quotations, but they are starting from the like purchase orders that we call LPOs, local purchase order. So I will show you in this company, I have nothing. I have like totally blank company. If I go to my stock summary, sorry. If I go to my stock summary, 1 second, few transactions are there, balances. Okay, so you can see I don't have any vouchers available in this demo company. And if I go to my stock summary, okay, yeah, if I go to my stock summary, you can see some of the mobile phones quantities available. That is like totally opening balance I have entered in my Tally. So I will show you one by one. I have created a few items in my inventory. Inventory information, go to stock item. Then if I click on display or alter, I can see I have 3 items, item A and mobile phone and service. If you click on item A, this is my item information is coming here. The name is item A. It's coming under the primary group. What is the unit and OS numbers? And tax rate is the taxable 5%, and the type of supply is good. I have not mentioned any quantity, so I have like a zero balance total here. Next, if I go to mobile phone, I have the same primary group, unit is numbers, and I have mentioned the quantity 1200 numbers, and the rate also available here in the main location, and the rate and the amount. So that's is coming on my stock summary. This much balance is showing over there. So in the same way, we will create, I created some demo accounts also. I can show you here. If I go to account informations, ledger, alter. So this is chart of account is available over there. I have created few accounts called new customers. The group is always sundry debtor for customers and maintain bill by balancing 30 days of credit periods. And they are like registered contacts. So it's like coming under regular. What is the date of registration and the TN number. In the same way, I have created on supplier as well. The group is like sundry creditors because creditor is always coming under a creditor section, and the default credit period is 15 days. So these are a few ledgers I have created. One is like supplier ledger, one is like customer ledger, and 2 or 3 items I have created so far. So we will start from the purchase section first of all, that how we have to manage inventory properly in Tally. So we will go from the transaction side. Like first of all, if we speak about the what is accounting and inventory which is available in Tally, I would like to share you some information about that. We have a number of vouchers available in Tally. If we go to order sections, if we go to order section, we can get the sale order vouchers coming here, then purchase order vouchers coming here. Then if you go to next, then inventory side, we have a delivery note, we have receipt note, we have physical stock, and many more. Some of like disabled over there, because that's not coming under today's agenda. We not speak about that. So I would like to share you like if we speak about like sales quotation, purchase quotation, sale order, like purchase order, these are just like a complimentary vouchers. Okay, even if you're going to raise like any purchase quotation or LPO, they are not going to hit any other account or our inventory. There's no impact for our account and inventory. So I'll start in this way. So first of all, I will start from the order. I'll make one purchase order here. I just select a date first. Then party account name. Maybe I just mentioned few supplier name. Okay, my supplier is the name is supplier. I will alter ledger, just make it like local supplier. Local supplier. Then what is supplementary details for this supplier? Country UAE, Emirates is Dubai, the TN number, what is the mode of payment? It's coming here. Then what's my order number? Order number is 101 or 1. It's like 101. And what is the purchase ledger? It's coming here. So what are the item? I want to purchase because I already have a mobile phone stored under numbers. So I will start with the item A. At the item A, I want to purchase like 100 of numbers. What are the rate? Maybe 50 dirham something. And if discount you want to mention, you can mention. Otherwise, I will keep it on the go. Then I will, if I want to select one more item, I can select from in this way. But in my case, I will not select any other item because I just want to show you the workflow, how the thing should gonna work. And rest, I will select the VAT ledger here. So you can see item A, 100 numbers, 50 dirham is the price. So 5,000 dirham is the taxable amount and 250 dirham is the VAT. I press enter, 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 and accept the voucher from here. So you can see here that I have just mentioned, I just prepared one order vouchers, and as I said that this is just a complimentary voucher, it's not going to hit our account and inventory. So I'll go back to show you things. Even if I go back to my account ledger for this customer or this vendor, nothing will come over there. If I go to display, account books, ledger, I'll go to local supplier ledger. You can see nothing is coming there because that purchase of vouchers like totally complimentary vouchers that cannot hit, that will not hit any accounting and inventory. So what is the next step? Next step, we have to convert that order to our good receipt note. And when we click on the good receipt note, that will hit our inventory, not the accounting, but the inventory. Because these are inventory vouchers. So I'll go to next step. I'll go to Gateway of Tally, then inventory vouchers, then receipt note. Even if I can press Alt F9 to activate this voucher also, but I will click manually here to start this voucher. So receipt note is here. I will change the date to first. What was the party name? One more thing we have to keep in the mind. So when we're going to track any voucher here, we have to use the same particular ledger. What I am going to, what I selected during the purchase order. If we're going to select some other ledger, then the order number not visible, will not be visible here. So the tracking will not be possible that way. So I will use the same ledger, but we have selected during the purchase order. So I'll click on the local supplier, enter, and you can see here the order number is coming here 101, and the date is also coming here. So once I select this order number here and like keep scrolling down, keep enter, 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 you can see as much mentions, as much items I have mentioned in the sale order, purchase order, it's visible here. Item A, 100 numbers. This is only just an example for you, but just think if you have like entered like 100 of the number, 100 number of items in the purchase order, and you want to track in the receipt note. So you don't need to mention, you don't need to enter again and again. You just need to simply track the order and bring to receipt note. In the same way, so you can keep entering the number, you can keep pressing the enter, and you can save the voucher if you want in this way. Even if you want to, sometimes what is happening that you just make the purchase of 100 numbers, 100 number of items, but you have received only 50 items. So what you do during choosing the number of items, so you can select the quantity here also. As suppose 50 quantity I have received only, and 50 is in the pending state still. I click on the 50, the rate will take automatically, and then enter, enter, enter. So I have received only 50 items, but 50 items still in the pending state. So that I will take in next order, in like next good receipt note. So as I told you earlier that this is not gonna hit your accounting, but it will hit your account inventory only. So I'll go back to see my inventory report first of all. I'll go back, escape. I'll go to stock summary. You can see here, item 50 numbers are coming here, because that was the inventory vouchers that hit my inventory, but account is still not managed. So if I go back to my account ledger for my supplier, I'll go to display, account books, ledger. The ledger name was local supplier. One second. Yeah, local supplier. So you can see nothing, there's no impact for any accounting, because still we had not raised any accounting invoice. Purchase invoice, sale invoice, they are accounting invoice. They are hitting our accounting and inventory both. So when I will convert my good receipt note to my purchase voucher, then I will see my accounting fact here also. So I'll go back, press escape, escape, escape. So now in the last, we have to convert our receipt note to our purchase invoice, that we call bill also. So I will go to accounting vouchers. I'll press F9 from here, purchase, then enter. What was the price invoice number? Because when we're going to have the purchase from different suppliers, they will give us a particular invoice, and then invoice must have the number also. So we have to mention the number here in this section. What was the date? And next we have to select the party. Party should be same as we selected during the purchase order and all. It was the local supplier. Enter. So you can see good receipt number is coming here also. And in the same way, you will see order number will pick up automatically, because first we create a sale, we created a purchase order, then good receipt note, and then invoice. So receipt note was connected to the order number, purchase order. So it's taking automatically here. Just I will press enter, enter, enter here, and take the voucher here. So I just place the sale order for the purchase order for the 100 of items, but I'm going to select only 50 numbers, because in the receipt note, I have mentioned only 50 numbers I received. So the 50 number is coming here automatically. Then press enter, enter, enter. And you can see the voucher in this way. Enter. And if you want to select the reference number, because we have to code a payment as well in the last. So I'll click the new reference. It will be same as voucher number automatically. Click enter and save the vouchers. So now I have posted 3 vouchers. First was the purchase order voucher that was not affecting my accounting and inventory. So second was good receipt note that hit my inventory, and the third was purchase invoice. So now if I go to see my accounting and inventory, you can see here. If I go to stock summary, one more thing I want to tell you. If you're like new to Tally, you can see like in the Gateway of Tally, in the master section, A is bold, I is bold. In the transaction level, V is bold, and inventory vouchers T is bold. What does it mean by bold? It means when you are going to press like direct T button from the keyboard in the Gateway of Tally, it will directly hit to the particular it will target that particular button from Tally. Like if I press T, then inventory watch should open over there. I'll press T over there. So inventory watch is open here. Stock journalism inventory watch is coming automatically here. So if I click on the V in the accounting voucher section this side, then accounting watch should activate automatically. So these are some like shortcuts in Tally we can use. We don't need to go, we don't need to scroll down, we don't need to go up and down in this way to select the particular feature. We can simply press O, you can simply press N to go for banking like that, and that particular feature will be activated automatically. So we will come back to our workflow, our agenda. So we have posted 3 vouchers, accounting, purchase order, good receipt note, and stock summary. So if I go to stock summary, I have the same item here was 50 numbers because I had ordered about 50 number of items. So if I go back to my accounting, because in the last time when we checked the accounting report of the local spy, it was nothing coming over there because we had not posted any voucher regarding the local spy like for the accounting. So if I go to ledger and next we can go to local spy here, and you can see 2,625 dirhams is like the pending amount for this local supplier because we have raised the purchase invoice for this particular customer. In the same way, if you want to track the pending purchase order, pending because last time we have raised the purchase order for 100 of items, but we received only 50 items. So if I go back to my inventory vouchers, then good receipt note here. Then if I select the same way, date, party name, local supplier, and you can see still that pending order is coming here because 50 number item was pending over there. So if I select the same again, then the 50 number of item come here again one more time. You select again, then VAT also is coming, and press Control A. You can select. You can use a shortcut key to save the voucher. Press Control A, or you can simply press Enter to save the voucher in this way. The voucher is saved, and in the same way, we have to create one more purchase invoice for the same order. If I go to accounting vouchers, purchase invoice, I'll select the supply invoice number. Who's that? Let me mute. Ask to mute. Mute all. Okay. Yeah, sorry. So we come back to purchase voucher here, and I'll select the date here again. And what was the pending order for the local supplier? It will come here automatically. You can see receipt note is here 101. Then simply press enter, and select all those items here. Then simply Control A to save this voucher. So now if you go back to see the accounting reports, I'll go to display, accounting books, ledger, and local supplier. You can see 2 voucher was posted against the particular supplier, 2625, 2625. And total amount, payable amount is 5250. So this is a way how we're gonna use the procurement side in Tally. First voucher is order voucher, second voucher is like a good receipt note, and the third voucher is purchase invoice. And some people are complaining that once they are making the purchase invoice, after that they are not able to make the good receipt note. Actually, this is not workflow of Tally. You have to work according to Tally workflow if you want to use the Tally in an effective way. First is purchase voucher, purchase order vouchers. Second is good receipt note, and third one is purchase invoice. And rest, then you can give the payment. Payment is the next voucher to give the payment to to supplier. So we will come back to our agenda. The first was the procurement side, and the second was that we are gonna use our sales side also. How to make sale quotation, how to make sale order, and delivery note and invoice. How we can make that. And some people are complaining that they are not able to see the sale quotation voucher in Tally. So I will tell you that first of all, actually Tally, we have to create that like one voucher types in Tally to use a sale quotation. So I will tell you how we can do that. If I go to accounting information from here, voucher types and create. Here we have to create one voucher type for sale quotation if you want to use a sale quotation Tally. So I'll create sales quotation, sale quotation, and the group must be sale order because that voucher will be connected to sale order. As I told you earlier that this sales order, sale quotation, purchase quotation or LPO, these are just a complementary vouchers and they're not gonna hit our accounting and inventory. So this is like an optional voucher for us. So we'll keep under sale order group. And when you just make some settings, you can set the voucher numbering as well, automatic or manual. And in this section, you have to keep the voucher as optional because this is like our optional voucher. We are not going to use for accounting inventory. So after using, after selecting the voucher as optional, just press enter or press Control A to save the voucher. So now, as I just created the voucher type like under sale orders, so I have to go back to sale orders, and here I have to press Alt F5 again one more time to see my sale quotations. Okay, I created 2 sale quotation vouchers, so it's coming here. I'll use the first one, what I created so far. Sale quotation is coming here. I have to select the date here. Then what is the party name? I said my party name is new customer or maybe my local customer. I'll change the name again. So from here itself, if you want to change, if you want to make any modification for the particular customer or vendor or any other ledger, we have to press simply Control L or Control Enter. Sorry, Control L, Control Enter. We have to press from here, and it will take us to the ledger alteration screen. And here we can make some changes as we required. We go to for local customer, and it come under sundry debtors. Then whatever the rest details you want to make mention, you can mention. Otherwise, press Control A to save. In this way. So buy detail 30 days. What are the mode of payment? What we mentioned when we create the ledger. Then you can see what is order number. Order number 1. What is my sale voucher? Sale ledger number is sales. What is item name? I said no. You can see the stock is coming here. Item may have the 100 numbers of stock, and mobile phone have like 1200 number of phones, number of stock. So like 50-50 from here. So name of item is like location, quantity, it can be 50 numbers of item A. Rate I can mention anything, maybe 1500. Then I select the second item from here, that is mobile phones. I select same 50 numbers from here, and the rate 2000 dirhams. Done. So this is our sale quotation. And even if you want to enter your VAT details or maybe some other charges, if you want to add it here, you can add it here as well. So far I'm going to add VAT here. You can see VAT will come automatically here because it is a local customer in UAE, and we have set up the VAT types as well. So the VAT is coming automatically here, 8750 VAT. I will press enter, 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 enter. So we have made sale quotation vouchers. So if I want to make the print on the sale quotation voucher, how can I do that? The one way is just we can go back to Gateway of Tally, and from here we have press display and day book. We can see here. Okay, date is not coming. I'll press the date. Alt F2, 1/1 to 31st. You can see sale quotations coming here as well. So if I press on sale quotation, it will open the voucher for me. And in the next way, if you want to open the last prepaid voucher in the sale quotation window, you can press simply page up key to open the last voucher. As suppose if I press the page up key, whatever last voucher I prepaid, receipt note was it before that, receipt note 1, what was it before that, it will come in this way. You can see. So we can choose a voucher, last prepaid voucher if you want. So in my case, I will go back to sale quotation. So if I want to print the sale quotation on the Tally, how we can like print the sale quotation from here? So after preparing the voucher, I'll please click on Alt P from here. Or I can simply click on the print button here. It will ask me for the quotation. If you want to see the print preview, you can simply click on the Alt I for the preview and press enter. You can see this is my quotation. So Tally Trading Company is the company name, then Emirate, then quotation number, date is coming there, due days is coming here, buyer's reference number, then the part of the customer name, what is serial number, description of goods, what is the due date, quantity, rate, discount column and amount, and a couple of things are coming here. And one more thing I want to discuss here with you guys. Some people are requesting us that they were not able to bring the VAT details in the voucher, like how we can print the item-wise VAT, how we can print the tax-inclusive amount of VAT in this same ledger. It's not like a very bigger task for you. So simply, I will guide you how to do that. So when you save any of the vouchers, and when you click on the alt print, when you give the print command here, in the screen, you have to click on the F12 to configure button from here. Press F12 from here, and you can see this is the configuration of the invoice printing from Tally. So if you want to bring some details like uh, if you want to print like item part number, you can press yes here. You want to put the quantity or alternate quantity, you can press yes or no here. And if you want to print the discount amount, like discount column is printing in Tally right now, I want to remove that because I have not mentioned discount over there. I'll press no here. And then if you want to print delivery note number, it will come here as well. Then please simply enter, and you can see I had removed that discount column from there. Before it was coming over there, but now I remove the discount column from there. In the same way, if you want to add or remove some other columns, you can add from this section as well. This is the section where we're going to print the columns. Okay. So this is my sale quotation. Okay. So even if you want to export this sale quotation from this window to another window, or maybe you want to Excel something, you can simply press Alt E to export the particular quotation to Excel or something like that. These are the formats what we can use during the export. We have the XML, ASCII format, JPG, or PDF as you want. Okay. So this was the quotation, and okay. This is the quotation. I suppose customer approve the quotation. Okay. So what is the next step? How we can raise the sale order against this sale quotation? We don't need to do anything. You have to simply open a sale quotation again from the display daybook, or as you want to open from the reports. I change the date from here, 1/1. So this is my sale quotation available here. So what is the next step to convert this sale quotation to sale order? So I had to click simply this button in the right corner that's called regular. I had to make this voucher as a regular because before it was like just optional vouchers. Now I want to because it's also mentioning here the optional vouchers in the tile screen, because it's not going to impact my accounting and inventory as well. So if I want to convert this sale quotation to sale order, I had to simply click on this button here, called Control L or regular. Simply click on this button. It will remove the optional button from there, and you can simply press enter, and Control A. You can see the vouchers. So next time when you open a sale quotation again from here, and when you're going to print this voucher from here, it will give you the next report title called sale order, because we have converted this invoice to sale order. And next you can raise this invoice to your sale order to your customer. You can send by email or hard copy as you want. In this way we can convert our sale quotation to our sale order. So what is the next step? In the same way, I want to show you the reports also. This is the local customers. I have raised 2 vouchers for this customer. One is sale quotation, one is sale order. So these both are like complementary vouchers, not going to affect our accounting and inventory. So I want to show you the ledger as well. If I go to display, account books, then ledger. I'll go to local supplier. Local customer. Now is coming this time because so far there's no inventory watch involved and accounting watch involved for this customer. So if I want to manage inventory for this customer, I suppose he accept the order as well, and he requested for the delivery note. How we can do that? I'll go back to display Gate of Tally. Then I'll go for inventory watches from here, and then we have to press Alt F8 to activate the delivery note voucher. I click F8 from here, and then simply what is my order number, what is the date, what is the party name. In the same way, we have to use the same customer name. Then the other information will come automatically, like what is the order number, what is the quotation number will come automatically. So I press local customer here. You can see in this way, order number is coming 1 here. It will pick up automatically from here. Press enter, and you can see item A, 50 numbers, rate was 1500 dirhams. It's coming automatically. Second was the mobile phone. rate, the amount is coming here automatically, and then the VAT. So after selecting all, we have to press enter, 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 and enter. So we have raised the delivery note. So if I want to make print out this delivery note, what I can do, I have to go back to display, daybook, and then we have to generate the delivery note. We have to open the delivery note voucher again, or simply I will from in this screen, I'll press page up key to bring back my delivery note vouchers. One second. Delivery note voucher here. So if I want to print the delivery note voucher, how can I print? You have to simply open the voucher again, press Alt P. If you want to see the print preview, you can click the print preview button here as well. Then simply press enter here. You can see this is a delivery note. And now some people will start complaining that why the amount is coming here, why the rate is coming here. We don't want to print the rate in the delivery note vouchers. How we can do that? Yes, even if you want to, this is like option for you. If you want to print the rate as well in the delivery note voucher, if you want to remove, we can remove it for you. So the logic is very simple. You'll press Alt P, a simply print button from here, and this screen will come to you. In the same way, you have to click on the F12 configure button here, and the same way you have to go to this section, and whatever the information you don't want to print, you can simply click on I don't want to display the rate column, I don't want to display discount column, I don't want to display the amount column, and even the batch details if you want to print or don't want to print. Simply press enter, enter, enter. That's it. There we go. You can see delivery note, serial number, item name, and quantity. And even if you want to print the VAT can come. Otherwise, you can remove the VAT as well from there. So only the inventory items are coming over there. There's nothing accounting, there's no inventory. There's no accounting, there nothing is over there. In the same way, you can print the voucher for delivery note. And even if you want to send by email, if you want to send by hard copy, if you want to export in Excel or something, you can print as well. So what is the next voucher? So the next voucher was we had to prepare the sale invoice. How we can prepare the sale invoice for the customer? How we can track this delivery note to our sale invoice? In the same way, we have to go back to our gateway of Tally. From here, we have to go to transactions, and then we have to click on the F8 button. We can press F8 button, or we can simply click on the sale button from here. So the sale voucher, date, party name was a local customer, and here we have to select the delivery note number. Number 1 is coming here. You can see order number is picking up automatically. Press enter, enter. You can see it's taking all the details. What are the item name? What was the quantity? What was the rate we have mentioned during the setup when we create the delivery note or order? Picking up all things automatically here. And VAT is coming here automatically as well. Then simply press enter, 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 and save the voucher. So if I go back to see the account report, the statement of the particular account, or maybe the ledger account, I'll go to display, I'll go to account books, I'll go to ledger and local customer. So you can see here 1,83,750 dirhams we had to pay this customer. We had to receive from this customer because this is our customer, and we had to make a receipt for that same. So how to make payment and receipt, how to get the partial payment, and how we can give the partial payment to our vendor as well. So if I go back, display, account books, ledger, I want to make some payment as well. I will check my supplier ledger. How much I have to pay? I have to pay around 5,250 dirhams for this customer, for this vendor. How I can make the payment? So I'll go to display. I'll go back to gateway of Tally. I'll go to accounting vouchers from here because sale, purchase, payment, and receipt. These are the accounting vouchers. So we had to give some payment to this vendor. I had to go to gateway of Tally. Then we had to press vouchers button from here, this one, and then we can choose the voucher, which voucher you want to post here. We have to click payment because I want to give the payment to this customer. Select the date from here. What account? I want to pay by cash or bank. Cash if you want to pay by cash, and bank if you want to pay by PDC or something like that. I'll select the cash mode first of all. So what is the particular? What is my ledger name? What is my supplier name? I select my supplier from here. You can see in the bottom next supplier, current balance is coming in 5250. So even if you want to give the partial payment, if you want to give the full payment in the one shot, you can select the amount. As suppose I want to give only half payment, maybe 3000 dirhams. I select 3000 and you can see here. 1 second, I think is missing here. Supplier. Let me check some settings here. Supplier cash. Just update. Display day book. So these are the date. Okay. I have posted my purchase on 31st. So that was not coming over there. So if I go to payment voucher again, accounting vouchers, payment 31st, it was cash, local supplier, 3000. You can see I posted a 2 purchase voucher for this particular supplier 12331 and 346. So I want to raise the payment for the, I want to clear the payment for this particular bill 12331. 2625 is the amount, and the next amount again for the same reference 346. 375 is here. Simply click enter, 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 enter. So I have given the partial payment for this customer. So now if I go back to see back, I'll go back to check the ledger of this account. How can I go back? I'll go to display, account books, ledger, and local supplier. You can see I make 2 purchases, 2625, 26525, and then payment also 3000. So the pending amount is like 2250 only. So in the same way, if you want to make the, again, if you want to clear the payment, you can go back to simply the same voucher, like the payment voucher, to clear the payment. But this time I want to keep this some amount as a pending, because later on we have to check some reports as well. So in the same way, if I go back to my my customer, I want to receive some payment from me as well. I'll go to display, account books, ledger, local customer. So this is the amount 1,83,750 dirhams we have to receive from this customer. So I'll go back. I'll go to accounting vouchers. In the receipt, the same way, F6 to we had to press F6 to get receipt as well, and then we had to press the date here as well, and then account by bank or cash. What is the customer name? Local customer, and the pending amount is coming here 1,83,750 dirhams. So even if he giving you like a half payment, he giving you full payment, you can give the end payment here. Yes, suppose he give me 50,000 only this time. And here we have to match the payment for the particular invoice. We have to click on the against reference number, and here the references are coming in. Number is 1, the date was first, the balance was 183. Press enter, and the 50,000 dirhams as a credit, and simply press enter. One second, yeah, press enter, and then simply save this voucher from here. So we have make few sales, we have make few payments, we have make few receipt as well. So our next section was just to go for the reports as well. So if I go back to display, account books, ledger, local customer, you can see 1,33,350 dirham is the pending amount over there, because we have just get some some partial payment only for this particular customer. That's why. So if you want to see the full payment, you can go back to receipt voucher and clear the pending amount in one shot, and again the partial payments. So next we will go back to our agenda. Let me show you what was the next thing. So we was working here. We just work on the accounting vouchers called sale, purchase, payment, receipt, and then we also work for inventory vouchers called sale quotation, purchase quotation, and accounting vouchers. So next we can go for the accounting reports. What accounting reports we have in Tally, and what inventory reports we have in Tally. So if you want to go in the deep dive for accounting reports and inventory report, we will go back to Tally. So far, if you want to go for like balance sheet, you can simply go back to the gateway of Tally, and here we have the balance sheet report. If you want to check the report, the capital account, current asset, loans, liability, current liabilities. This is the balance sheet available in Tally within the system. Okay, and even if you want to just check the report like quarter-wise report, monthly, weekly, you can simply click on the new columns here, and here you can choose a different method for the valuation, the reports, because by default it's coming under average costing. So we are using the default method first of all in this way. The next we want to use as FIFO. You can see the first column is the average costing, second is default, third one is FIFO. If you want to get the same report as in other valuation method, you can simply press Alt C here, and we can choose other different method like LIFO, annual, last sale price, last purchase code, or something like that. You can choose the reports, which report you want to choose here in the same way. But if you want to change the valuation method, you can simply press F7 to change the valuation method. Standard price in the same way. So apart from that, if you want to, as we discussed earlier, if you want to see like weekly report, monthly report, or like annual report, how we can get the annual report in the same window? We have to change the F2 or something? No, we don't need to do anything like that. You have to simply click on Alt N, this here, or auto column, and here we can choose what report you want to. We want to like 4 week a month, you want to daily report, fortnightly, half yearly, or monthly. I said I want 4 week a month report. You can see it will give a report per week wise for the whole year. What is the account status? What is the balance sheet status for the whole year? Weekly. And if you want to change it again, daily, half yearly, you can see the 6-month report in Tally for your balance sheet. In the same way, if you want to go for a P&L account, you can simply go back to Gateway of Tally and profit loss account. You can check your profit loss account report here as well. What is the opening stock? What is the purchase accounts? What is sale account? And so on. Next, if you want to check the stock summary, you can simply go to stock summary and check your report as well. What is the pending amount? What is the pending stock is available there? What the current stock available here? Even if you're like a different go downs, like you're storing the stock in Dubai or Sharjah, maybe somewhere like that, you can check the stock as a go down wise as well. You have to simply press on Control G or simply click here, go down wise. I said all type of stock. I have only one warehouse, so the by default is coming in the main warehouse. Okay. So next, if we go to our display menu, we have the number of reports are coming here as well. We have trial balance sheet. What is the status of my finance, my accounts in my company? You can check the report here as well. And if you want some report like some ledger, you can simply press F5 from here. You can see the ledger's report. What is the opening balance? What is the opening cash? What is the opening stock? What is the local customer balance? What is the pending? Everything. We can get the ledger's report here as well. Okay. The next, if you want to see your day book in the sense like how many transactions you have done so far in a day. Like it can be like sale, it can be purchase, payment, receipt, and so on. We can change the period from here as well. You press Alt F2, and then we can change the period from here as well. Like from which day to which day you want to see your day book. Maybe one day, it can be for 1 month, it can be for 6 months, it can be for 1 year as well. I said from 1st of January, 31st of January. So I posted so far these vouchers. So this is my day book so far. Today we have posted this much vouchers in Tally. So these vouchers are coming here. This is my day book. And what is the next in account books? In accounts books, we can get the report for our cash and bank book. What is status for cash in hand? It's coming at 47,000. What we have recorded during the transactions. If you click, one more thing is that in Tally we have like a drop down menu of reports available. If you just keep pressing enter particular ledger, it will take you till the last report, like till the voucher as well. Simply keep pressing on the enter on the reports. I suppose I just went to cash bank report. I want to see my cash ledger report. I press on entering on the cash, then which month, then what is the voucher posted against cash ledger. You can see one was a payment, one was a receipt. So the total balance was coming 47,000 is coming here. So this was the balance. Next, if you want to see any ledger report, like a statement of account, somebody asking a statement of account, give me a statement of account from your vendor or your customer, you can simply press display account books and ledger, then which ledger you want, maybe a customer, simply click on local customer. Then you can simply print the report from the section. Even if you want to export to Excel, even if you want the email to the particular customer, we can send the email as well. But for if you want to send the email from Tally, first of all you have to make some setting at the port level in the Tally configurations. Then you will be able to send the report to customer directly. So this is a ledger reports. Yeah, one more thing I want to discuss here. If you want to see the monthly report for this particular ledger from here, you can see in the right corner some of the report sections coming here, like F6 for daily breakup. You want to see a daily breakup of this customer for the whole month. It's coming in this section from the first day to till end. Then if you want to see the monthly, you can see month-wise. Month-wise breakup is also coming there. So you can choose a variety of reports as you want to set up it here. So this is one more option is coming here that's called Coleman report. As suppose I am the ledger vouchers and only few details are coming for this particular customer, like date is coming, the sale ledger is coming, the voucher type is coming. Even if you want to print some other detail for this particular transaction related to this transaction, how we can do that? We can use the Coleman column from here. And here we can choose what column we want to show during the report. As I said, I want to see the quantity details like alternate unit rate details. I want to see the rate of items also. So simply press the yes button from here, simply enter. You can see this is a detailed report. This is called Coleman report in Tally. The TN number is also coming over there, because if you go back to see this local customer report, only few things are coming here. So if you want to get a detailed report of this particular ledger or particular customer something, you have to simply press an Alt F8 and you can choose here what column you want to see during the report here. I press yes to all, so you can see local customer, consignee name, address, what are voucher type, what are the TN number, what is the quantity, what is the rate. All the details are coming from here. So in this way, you can get the detailed report for any of the ledger or any of the customer. You can use these reporting formats. Actually, these reports coming in the day book as well, in the purchase ledger, or sale ledgers, even the sale registers also. These reports are coming here. You can use these. Okay. So the next was if you want to see the group summary, like even have the sundry debtors, sundry debtors, sundry credit. You can see the report of the whole group. We can select here. It will come here. So far, I have only one ledger available in the sundry creditor group, sundry debtor group, because I have only one customer, so one is coming here. In the same way, if you want to see the sundry credit report, you can simply press creditor button, sundry creditor. Sorry, to press sundry creditor from here. As you can see, local supply is coming here as well. So in the same way, you can get the group summary of the particular group. For account, can be like customer, it can be vendors as well. If you create the group, you can get the reports in this way also. If you want to see the group of vouchers reports, you can select in this way also. Sales account, all the sale transactions come in this way. That's Alt F1. You can see the detailed review also for this report. Next, if you want to see the report of sale ledger or like sale register, how many sales you have done in a month or in a day or something like that, you can see in this way. If I press on the sale register, it will give you the monthly breakup of the reports for sale register. I press enter from there. It will take me inside. How many sale voucher I have posted so far? This is my sale register so far. I have posted only one sale. It's coming in this way. So next, if you want to see the Coleman report for this sale register as well, what I have to do? I have to press F5 from here, select the columns, press enter, and control it to save. It will extract the report in the detailed view. Then you can export it to Excel for your own purpose as you require. And next, even if you want to see how much profit you have earned for this particular transaction, how we can get that? You have to simply press F7 from here, show profit. it will come here. What was the cost? What was the gross profit for this particular transaction? It will come in this way. You can get the same report in sale registers and the same report for the purchase register as well. You can see monthly breakup, then purchase register, then column as you want. You can see detailed view reports. Next, we have some outstanding reports, because some customer requesting us that how we can see statement of account, how we can see some account receivable, how we can see some payable reports. You have to, if you want to go for the account outstanding reports, how we can go back that? How we can go there? We have to go to display, statement of accounts, outstanding, and here you can see receivables are coming there, payables are coming from there. Receivable for our customers and payable for our vendors. Receivables, how much amount is pending from which customer, it will come in this way. Even if you want to see some age-wise report, you have to press simply F6 from here, and you can select the aging by bill date or by due date. I said by bill date. So we can set up the things here, what are days, and you can see this particular amount is pending from how many days. It will show you in this way. Whatever day you set during transaction or whatever you set up when you create the ledger, it will come here in this way. You can see the account aging reports. Even if you want to set some bill wise report, you can simply click on Alt F7, or you can simply press on this button, bill wise or party wise. Both reports are coming in this way. Okay. Next, if you want to have the payable report, like outstanding payable for the vendors, you can select here as well. And the same way, if you want to see the age-wise report, you have to simply go to this report and press F6 to age-wise report. Aging of bill date, and select the period and select the days. This report is coming here. Then bill-wise or party-wise, as you want to see, both way. And the next, you can see also there's some inventory reports available there. If you want to see some location summary like movement analysis for the particular item or something, you can see this report here as well. If you want to see my sale orders, you can simply click on sale orders. If any pending sale orders coming here or dues coming here, it will come in this way also. You can see age-wise as well. So in the same way, if you want to see some like ledger outstanding, like the particular ledger outstanding you want to check out, how we can go that? If I click on a particular local customer here, what outstanding is coming here? You can see date, reference number, opening amount, what is pending amount, and how many days. If you press age-wise, bill date or due date, bill date, see the period, enter. You can see in this way, age-wise report for the particular ledger as well. Not for the whole group, but particular customer as well. You get a ledger outstanding report as well. In the same way, if you want to check the report for the group, you can select the groups and the creditor debtors. The whole report will come in this section here. You can same select the ledger wise, age wise, bill wise, you can select here. So this is your accounting report for the particular group. It can be for customer, it can be for your vendors, both. The both way you can select here. And what is statistics? Statistic in the sense that if you want to check that in particular time frame, in particular time period, how many vouchers you have posted so far for in the tally, you can check the report here as well. What is the contra voucher? I have posted one delivery note, I have posted one LPO, I have posted one payment voucher, I have posted one purchase voucher, and so on. You can get the list of these vouchers from here as well. In the right corner, you can get my chart of account also, how many groups I have, how many ledgers I have. In the same way, you get the reports as well. So guys, this was the session what we conducted today for our customer, because we received couple of queries that we are people requesting regarding that they are not able to record a transaction in inventory, in the accounting, and so on. So we conducted this session only for our customers because they were facing the issues during the transaction, how to make the reports, how to make the vouchers, how to use accounting inventory in the specific way. So this was a session from our side. So next, we would like to ask you if you have any queries so far regarding this session, or if you still have some queries, you can write your query uh, on the chat box, or even if you want to ask us something else in this session, you can just mute yourself and ask us the query, please. Hello, Mr. Umair.
Yes, hi Rakesh.
Hi, Mr. Umair. Yes, please.
Yes, I just need to know, like I don't know, I should miss that thing I joined lately. I just wanted to know that if you want to do a like open a new ledger while doing the posting, how you can do it?
So you want me to create the new ledger for yourself?
Like while you are like making any posting, either any receipt entry or any sales entry, purchase entry, and you want to create a ledger.
Yes.
While doing the entry, you can manage it.
Yes, yes, we can do, sir. Okay, sir, for you, I'll go to accounting vouchers. I just come into sale voucher, okay? And here, if I see that my list of my customers coming automatically, but if you feel that customer is not available in the tally, so how we can create it? Is right? You want to?
Yes,
yeah.
correct.
Okay, sir, we have set of shortcuts in tally, and with the help of that, from here itself, you can create the ledger from here. Like from here, if I want to create the new ledger, I'll press Alt C from here.
Okay.
So I'll press Alt C. It will take me to ledger creation screen. So here I can select my new customer name, my new customer, and what is the group? It can be only debit or creditor. What is the main like balance, like below balance? You can set up like that. If you want to set up how many days for the payment, and then yes, next you can set up the TN number and all. Just simply press Control A and save it here. So now you can see that customer ledger is coming here automatically.
So like Alt C, I have to use the shortcut to make a ledger.
Sorry, sir. Mr. Umair?
Alt C, I have to press Alt C.
Yes.
I have to use
Yes.
Alt C. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So Alt C.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So any other query you have so far?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Umair. Thank you. Okay. Anyone else have any query to ask? You can ask me, please.
Hi.
Hi, Ivan. Hi, how are you doing?
Yeah, all good. How are you?
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So basically, I'm looking for a type of like for inventory only. I can see your presentation is more into accounting perspective, or it's combine of the like a local purchase order into inventory.
Yeah.
So do you have something like specific only for inventory? Because like, for example, I have different kind of merchandise and I want to monitor this kind of merchandise in each regional. So basically I'm the supply chain manager for the for some of the company here in UAE, and we have a different kind of companies in the region, specifically for GCC. So I do procure of different kind of merchandise, let's say t-shirts, trousers, cups, and everything.
Okay.
Do you have this kind of system that can be, monitor the receiving of the items from receiving? I mean, from acquisition, from purchase, from the shipment, from receiving of the items, from issuance, and so on for the inventory as well.
Yeah, sir, actually, as Yunus Tally is like a complete package. First of all, sir, we have inventory management and accounting management.
So
sir,
I'm looking for inventory management, but I think the presentation that I attended is more into accounts perspective.
Yeah. Sir, I would like to inform you that, sir, in Tally, sir, we can manage inventory and accounting both. First of all, sir, how we start the inventory in Tally? First of all, sir, when we want to purchase some inventory, sir, we are raising some purchase order. First of all, we can raise like
I truly understand the process. I know how the the procedures from the purchase order, like for example, for getting quotations, processing the purchase order, or something first from requisition, quotations, purchase orders, and then receiving the items, and then booking the invoice and everything. But these are for the accounts perspective. But I'm looking for inventory management, or specific only for the inventory, because there are in the company that I'm working, there is a other department who working with purchase orders and for the accounts perspective. But for me as a supply chain, I'm more into inventory management. But
So
I think
so
okay, Rakesh. Yeah. Hi, sir. Atul here from Tally.
Atul, how are you?
Yeah, fine. Thank you, sir. So here, better we can do one thing. We can arrange the separate demo, because here this is just for this. Commonly, we have just shown that okay, how the accounting will work, and some option of the inventory, that how the inventory features is available. But separately, we can help you out according to your requirement. We can help you out the separate demo regarding according to your requirement. So we can have a separate meeting, and after that we can show you that how it will work according to your requirement.
Sure.
Yeah. So after the session, we will call you and we can fix the demo, that what time you will be available, and after that we can solve.
Cool. Probably I'll be free hopefully by next week.
Sure.
Because I'm running out of schedule by tomorrow as well. So,
not a problem. We'll connect after the Eid.
Yeah. So Tess will be informing me about the schedules.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
By the way, can I leave now? I'll be attending the next meeting.
Yeah, not a problem. So we have another one small quiz session, one small feedback session. So Rakesh, can you please share the link in the group?
Second, I am sending in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. So just share the PPT.
Yeah. Let me share the PPT first. 1 second. Yeah, here.
Okay, go into that particular page.
Last.
Yeah. Make it fully screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So here you can see that everyone, you can see that, okay, we have given the link. Rakesh has shared the link into the group in the chat box, where you can click and just fill the survey form. And in this, you need to give that last column is there, where you can give the 3 references. Like this, we are doing such type of sessions every week. So like you are getting benefit out of it, and we can invite the same type of customers, that what are the references we are giving. So we can invite them and we can help them to automate, as you are using the Tally software. So we can help them out to make them automate, or either if they are using Tally, then we can help them out to understand some we can rectify their queries, and we can invite such type of sessions, so they can attend and they can get the benefit. So here we will announce 2 lucky winner, that whoever is giving the 3 references in the sheet. It will take you only 2 minutes. You can spend your 2 minutes and just fill up the form, give 3 references, and right now we'll announce the 3 winner as well. We'll wait here for 2 minutes and we'll announce the winner.
And we have like some special gift for our Tally users as well. And we will try to help you in a more specific way. Thank you.
So just raise your hand, that whoever is filling the form. You can see in the chat box, we have the link where you can click and fill the form.
Yeah, so we have received the response from Mr. Zaid. Thank you, Mr. Zaid. Thanks for your response. Thanks, Mr. Hussain. You also sent some response regarding the session. Thank you so much for your references as well. And thanks, Mr. Ivan, as well. Thanks for your time as well and your response. We will connect you soon regarding your queries and whatever reward program we have. We will try to give some gift from this tele session as well. And thanks, Ms. Lolita, as well. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So I'm requesting everyone, please fill up the form, and we'll announce the winner right now. I think that all have filled the form. Okay, so we'll go for this announcement. That will Ispinder. Okay, Rakesh, you can spin.
Yeah.
Who is the first winner?
It's Lolita.
Congratulations, Lalita. Remove.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lolita. Thanks for joining.
Okay, spin again for the second winner. Not the same. You have to remove the name. Just remove it. After that, we'll go again.
We have Mr. Hussain.
Congratulations, Mr. Sen. Okay, so thank you everyone. If you have any query, you can ask. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So thank you so much for everyone to join the session. Apart from that, if you have any queries, you can write us back on the email ID whatever we have shared you earlier. Or if you want me to connect you personally, I'll give you my